talks about the, it is Ingersoll versus Palmer. A landmark case related to California DUI checkpoint. And so once again, just to clarify, you told him that he could walk through that parking lot to come over here?
But as long as he wasn't in the actual paid parking lot. If you went around the edge, that's fine.
So if we're walking along the Tanbark area or whatever that is, you don't care. But if we step on any asphalt,
yes,
we're in violation of the permit you're talking about, right?
Permits for the sidewalk. The trespass admonishment that I have for Dr. Randy, that's 2525 to Railroad Avenue, that's for inside the parking lot.
Okay, so you're saying there's a permit that says we cannot be on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Like stopping?
Yes. If you're traveling through, like you have...
Filming?
That's nothing to do with filming. It's traveling through. That's the whole purpose of it, is if you're hanging out and loitering.
So I can literally, well, the thing about loitering is as long as I'm in a place...
Filming.
Yeah.
If you're traveling from point A over there to point B, and that's all you're going to be doing, that's fine.
Yeah, so I can do that over and over and over and over and over. I can go to that corner, down to that corner, and go. You see what I'm saying? You see how stupid this is?
It's for us, so when we pull people over and get them out of cars, we can do field sobriety tests right there.
You do that in there where we're
not all the time.
Not supposed to be.
No, not all the time. If there's a safety consider, I'm going to pull them right over here, where it's...
When tonight?
Where it's light.
What's that one? Link in the description. Yeah, that's when they.
So there's nothing posted on you guys' social media page about the DUI checkpoint.
Should be on Twitter
for not showing ID at the DUI
checkpoint. Not on Facebook. Okay.
And they have my ID in their hand.
Should be on
probably
X, whatever it is now.
Yeah. And then just curious, what is the formula you guys are using to stop cars? Is it every car?
It's every car.
Every car.
Every car.
Who's the top ranked officer here? Sanchez?
No.
Yeah?
Well, he's in charge.
Who's the man on this stuff?
You mean who's in charge of the operation?
Yeah.
Me.
You are?
Yeah.
The whole checkpoint? This is you?
Yeah, this is his.
All right. Hey, see that sign down there?
He doesn't want to hear it. I already told him.
The first sign.
I already told him.
You're gonna have to let everybody here go. You gotta have a turnout after that sign.
He doesn't want to hear it.
Turnout.
What's that?
You do not need a turnout, and there is actually a turnout prior to the intersection. You can
Not
make
part of the sign, though.
The sign is visible on the other side of the intersection.
The sign is not visible.
No, the sign is not visible.
I would say
you want to come
40 feet.
Take a walk? We'll go take a look at it. So let me explain to you like why we talk about that point, right? So people that are driving up here, seeing this clusterfuck of cars, could be thinking, oh, this is probably just construction, right? They could probably be thinking that this is a construction zone. So they don't see the sign until they come through the intersection. Once you come through the intersection, there's an island on your left and there's cones on your right. There's nowhere to turn out. So the way that it's supposed to be is that sign where it says DUI checkpoint, driver's license checkpoint, that should be beyond that red light so that people could see it, so that way it gives them the option to turn out beforehand. Because once you cross through that intersection, you're screwed. He's not even listening. Perfect example right here. Perfect example right here. So the cars that are over here in the right-hand lane, can they see that sign behind this big truck? Yes or no? No. They can't. Not until they cross the intersection.
Right, so they pull up on it.
Will they see it? So all I'm asking is for you guys to move this sign down more so that way people can see it, give them the option to turn out. But see, you guys don't want people to turn out. You want them to come into the checkpoint.
And what's the turnout? Are you thinking for this sign? Where's the turnout?
That's right over here. You turn in the parking lot of Walgreens.
Yeah, that's private property though.
Doesn't matter.
Not everybody can go on Walgreens. Maybe they've been trespassed, or maybe they hate Walgreens. Can't turn out into a private property.
Well, I mean, they can.
I don't believe they can. So this would be the next turnout, the street.
I can see it from over here. It's fine.
I can't even see the fucking sign. It looks like to me it's a construction sign from this far away, and I
still
only
have to be able to read it.
I only have one eye. My left eye is fake. It's prosthetic.
Okay.
So my vision's bad. Imagine an old person or someone else.
That's up to the DMV to determine if you are allowed to be able to drive a vehicle, if your vision's appropriate, not me.
That has nothing to do with reading a sign that's 150 feet away.
You should be able to
So
see
from
the sign from here.
from this point, most people can't even read that clearly. See, look at this lady.
But I mean, you can't change
She
lanes.
has no idea what's going
You can't change lanes from here.
Construction zone. You see what I'm saying? Do you understand the point I'm making?
And watch when we get over here.
Right.
This is perfectly fine.
You're saying this is perfectly legal. That's what you're saying. You're saying this is perfectly legal based
Look
on the
at
guidelines for California.
Look, here's the sign. Watch.
Hey, DUI checkpoint. Turn around.
I can still see it.
Yeah, you can see it. You probably have 20/20
Hey,
vision.
here, let me run down there and hold up. You tell me how many fingers I'm holding up, okay?
I can see it from the other side of the intersection. Provides plenty of advance notice.
What about you guys? Can you read that from here? This is the only turn.
I can see that there's an orange sign, but I can't clearly read what's on there because number one, there's no light pointed on it, and it's really dark. He doesn't want to hear anything.
And I mean, let's choose our battles. I mean, let's do a little more research on it. I don't think it's right.
You're fine.
Hey, officer. I'm sorry, I don't want to murder your name every time I say it. Why wouldn't you just move it down a little further? I mean, to be more fair.
Y'all getting the grand tour, man. Yeah, get on.
Why wouldn't you just move it down a little more, though? I don't understand that. I mean, we're citizens here. I don't like to use that word, citizens. You know, we live here.
Well, you don't live in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
He
it's
doesn't
so
live in
dark. I
Pittsburgh.
just walked over there. I couldn't
know, right?
read it.
Pretty sure you don't live in Pittsburgh.
It should be right here.
You don't know where I live.
Am I right or wrong?
You don't know where I live. You're
I'm
wrong.
saying that people can
don't think
clearly
you
see that it's
You're
a
wrong.
checkpoint. I can see an orange
What is
sign
that?
from
What
down
does
there,
living in
right?
Pittsburgh
But
have to do with
I
it?
can't
We
see
say you're
what-
citizens here.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
So most
here,
people,
city.
I think
this
it's
area,
just
Antioch,
drive
Pittsburgh,
in.
It's not
Oakley,
Pittsburgh.
Brentwood. What does that mean?
We say you're
Now they
citizens
see
here.
it once
Yeah,
they
what
get
does that
there.
matter,
Oh,
though?
sobriety,
You
fuck,
mention it.
Now I got
What does it
driver's
matter,
license.
though?
It doesn't, but
Which
you're the
is
one that
Whether I
mentioned it.
mentioned
That's
it or
why.
not,
Right?
what does it
Because
matter?
the way the law
Anyway,
works, this
why
sign
wouldn't
should
you
be
just
visible
appease
before the
us,
turnout. That's
the
the
people,
turnout.
who think that that's not fair right here? You're not giving people enough time to turn out in accordance with the law.
You watch it?
We put this sign up according to a diagram that's been measured out and approved by city engineer.
Where's that at?
That's attached to our RAW plan. Okay?
Is that on the permit too?
No, this is a trespass.
And I mean,
warning
just
above you.
because they okayed it doesn't mean
You're the
it's
ones that do
legal.
the measurements.
I mean, that doesn't mean it's legal.
You're the ones that do the measurements for it, okay, based on Ingersoll, etc. So, like
Who's the one that
But
does
there's
the
nowhere to
measurement?
turn out once you come through.
city engineers are the ones that end up
Okay,
measuring it out.
right. City employees, right?
So we did this in Hayward about a month ago.
They,
What does that
Same
mean?
thing.
they can just say
They had
okay.
it after the
Doesn't
light.
mean it's
We
right.
asked the
We're the ones that are doing the measurements
Do
here.
you know, we go around, we go in all
Because
these
now people can
offices
see it
and
before
how,
the turnout.
especially the building
You know,
department,
it's to give
how
people the
fucking
option to
ass
turn out.
backwards they are,
Because this
and,
is optional.
they're-
It's not
and
mandatory.
they have no idea what the laws are. They can't even take a public records request. They think that they don't have to do that, that the Public Records Act doesn't apply to them.
I can't comment on
I
that.
mean,
'cause I
so
don't know. I'm sure it could
that's-
happen.
I'm
Anything's
sure,
possible.
I'm sure they did sign it off. I'm sure they didn't come check anything. And I'm sure they don't know what the laws are around DUI checkpoints. You know?
I can't comment on that.
But we're going to pull that up and find out anyway.
Okay, that's fine.
Because, you know, we like to do shit like that.
That's fine.
But why wouldn't you just move it? Why would you just give people a little more, you know? Why push it? Push the envelope.
Why are you pushing the envelope?
Because honestly,
It's the same thing.
honestly, I think that from that intersection, that is maybe a good turnout.
I don't have to provide a turnout, though.
All one
You
word.
do have
Yep.
to provide a
do not.
turnout. Read the freaking law.
Can you read the
kidding
case
me?
law?
Read that. Read that.
He's
Read
not
the
going to
case
do
law.
it. Can you just do us a favor? Can you move it down 100
I might
feet?
still have it pulled up. Let me
I'm
see.
not gonna move it because you asked me to.
Can I move it?
I don't want you touching my sign.
It's not your sign.
Yeah, it's the people's sign.
It's the people's.
Ah,
It's my
some entitlement there. Come on.
It's my sign.
Come on.
It's my sign. If he was doing the operation, it'd be his sign.
I'll tell you what, I don't want to keep you busy, so you go ahead and get back to work because you slack enough as it is.
I appreciate that.
You got
Thank
them
you.
stripes.
You guys have a wonderful night.
Yeah, we're gonna be walking.
I'll find it. Come down
We're gonna be
there.
walking down the sidewalk back and forth over and over.
Y'all have a good night, man.